We're back out here in the woods working on the sap lines. I got my blue line ran again. We're on the second woods. We're gonna restring this, what's the 5/16 main line. It was maybe 1 or 2% slope last year, which worked. But if you know anything about running on gravity, you need more slope than that. So what I have this set at now is 7%, which is slightly more slope than probably should based off the numbers, but I think it'll work fine simply because I have to pull up, so I want that extra fall in it. I gotta replace some chew marks in here. Somebody was in here chewing on it. I don't know. You can see that one, and then up here it's all just chewed up. So I think when I cut these to move them up, I'm gonna get some more black pipe or something and figure that out, how to protect it better. That way whatever's chewing on it stops chewing on it. Before I get this moved up, I gotta extend that. I think I'm just gonna lash that post onto it, and then we gotta move these T-posts. That second one where my finger's at, I'll have to move it over and put something on it to attach to the wire because it's just not gonna be tall enough. Then we'll have to move it up a wire, so when we get it unhooked up there, I'll have to bring it all down and loop it back over. It'll be a pain in the butt, but gotta do it. I think that's gonna be it for now. I'll bring you back when I'm done with that. I got more I want to do over here. I'd like to fix this because the fence posts are still there, but there's no fence there. So the cows like to use and abuse that area. So I'd like to, I don't know, I think I almost want it up where this branch is at. And then I'll run it up to this tree. And then you can, then you can see the line laying on the ground. I had a string strung between this tree and that tree. And then the tubing just like wrapped around it. But that's not going to work anymore because the cows have walked through it so many times. The string's broken. I fixed it last year, but it's beyond repair this time. Figure something else out. Again, I think I want to run from there up, I don't know, maybe here-ish. I think that'll give me enough fall, and that'll give the cows room to walk under it. Maybe if I feel really rambunctious, probably not today, but whenever I'm working over here, I might run from this tree across the ravine. There's a couple trees over there I should probably start tapping. And then we have to go up in that ravine. And I don't think there's much to do over there. No new trees or anything, but we gotta get that mold cut out from those old lines that I didn't replace last year. I guess I'll catch back up when I get this line re-ran. It's update time. Took that fence post and lashed it onto the T-post that was there. I got up here. I didn't have enough wire to reach around and do it right, so got a couple pieces of plastic pipe that used to be down here a couple years ago. Took that, put some string through it. That'll last long enough. I'm sure one of these dead trees will fall on it eventually before I have to even worry about any of that. So don't have it hooked up yet because I ran out of splices. So that's not any big deal. These are up out of the way. They'll stay clean. That's not going to go anywhere. I have to worry about these going back up in the pipe, but because I have it looped up, it'll be fine. We got it pretty close to the blue line that we wanted it at. Got it tied onto these posts, got them moved. This one down here, I thought I was going to have to lash a stick to it and put it up in the air, but it's close enough. See, there's a little bit of a difference in there, but that'll be fine. Come down here, and we got it stapled to this post on top. That's pretty close there. This rope kind of doesn't know where it wants to sit, so I just put it close there. This down here is where I'm gonna have a little bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to go find another T-post and put in here. Help straighten this out. Not terrible. A lot of that is because where my line came out and where it's actually connected are almost that far off, but not sure how long this post will stay here. It's not even in the ground anymore. It's just tied to a couple T-posts. So that'll have to be replaced eventually. I'm gonna get my string cleaned up and my mess, and we're gonna go work on this, and we'll see what that turns into. So we're up here at the top, rerunning this. I got this one tied up. This is about, I don't know, 4-ish feet off the ground. It's a little steeper than I would like. It's at 18%. But this down here is at 10, and this is where the cows are going to cross under, so I don't really want it to get much lower than it is. So I think I'll just leave it like this and see how it works. I'll have adjustability in the tensioner, so if I need to move stuff, I can move it. This down here, not sure how I'm going to do it. I might have to drop it a little lower. We'll see how it comes down and ties in. Well, maybe I almost want it to come on this side of the tree. That way I can go down and tie in. So many decisions. And we'll see what I decide and if I end up liking it. So I got my stuff here. I think we're gonna go up top and work our way down. Not sure if I'm gonna have enough wires, so we'll do the easy stuff first, and then we'll come down to this big tree and see what we gotta do there. Alright, so I had enough wire to get down to, well, actually it wrapped around the tree about a quarter of the way. So I had to go get another piece, but we got it wrapped around, got everything hooked up to the tensioner. Now we got to get it pulled tight and put up where it's supposed to be, and we'll see how it looks. Well, on second thought, maybe I should put a little tree protector on there, huh? Well, guess I go down there, take the tensioner off, and we'll get the piece of pipe put on it. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? Well, that'll do for now. We'll get it tight. Get off me. Let's get her tightened up. Alrighty. Look at that beauty. Ooh, she's tight. Alrighty. You can see it's pretty close to that blue line, just like we like. Goes up through there. Gonna get this 5/16 line. Oh, watch out for the sticks. We're gonna get this 5/16 line zip tied up here and see how it looks. Alrighty, look at that, looking good. Got it up through there. I ran a string across the other side of the ravine, so hopefully we'll get to that. I don't know if we'll do the ravine next or if we'll head over and start chopping out bad spots. I guess we'll see. We'll be back in a second. Alrighty, for you it's been a second. For me it's been, I don't know, probably about 2 weeks. I just got over here and finished this up. Now we got to go over the dam and start working on the moldy sap lines. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. You can see here, there's a bunch of, I'm guessing that's just algae in there. But as soon as that gets wet again, it'll start to grow and be worse. Here's one I've cut from another section. You can see it's black in there. Alright, so you can see in the side of this one, there's the line inside of it that you can see where the sap sits, and then it's black underneath of that. This line's probably, let's say 8 years old. So I mean, probably time to replace it anyways, but this one, I don't know, it might be just as old. But you can see the different colors from age. I put that up last year, and this has been here for several years. Pretty much like that all the way around. Like that's all new. No, that's not new. That's new. And then there's, I want to think all that's new, but I think that over there's a massive mess. So I'm gonna cut this out, and then we'll go over there and check that. I think it's that one. Guess we'll find out. Oh, look at that. I was wrong about this one. That's an old one. I just fixed the spot where the woodchuck chewed on it. Or the squirrel. Probably a woodchuck there. And all of this still looks good. But you can get over here, this end, and you got black in it all the way around. You can see it came up into this drop. All the way up into the spout. It doesn't look too bad on the back side here. Over here, up this drop. I think the only thing we're gonna save, nah, it's starting in there. That's on the inside. We're just gonna cut it off at this T and rebuild. Step one, eliminate the loop around the tree, and then we'll just take the T's off and put them down here, and then run new drops to the tree. There it is. Eliminated that mess around the tree. Put in 2 new drops. That way it'll drop and just go instead of sitting back here at the tree. Onward we go. This is a line I put up last year, and I don't know if you can, oh, there we go. See all those little tiny dents in it and stuff? Right there where my, there you can see a good one. Yeah, see that? This whole section all chewed up from a deer. Gonna love it. Thankfully none of those holes are through the line, so we'll just pretend we didn't. There's more. Good grief. But we'll pretend we didn't see it and move on. If it ain't got a hole in it, it doesn't matter. Somehow this picked up some slack. Didn't have a tree on it or anything. Come up here and cut it out of there. That'll be closer to the tree, I guess. This one still looks good though. This one's been here for day one when I put the line up. Outside's dirty. Inside still looks good. So I walked the rest of this. The only spot I have more mold is up there at the very end. So what I'm gonna do is go through and eliminate these hooks. Put them on there because I thought, because I had them and kind of needed to use them for something, I figured I would put them on there and the vacuum would keep them dry, but they've been holding a lot of water, so I'm gonna take them off, do this right. That way I don't have water sitting in here at the beginning of the year. Got that one done. Now I gotta go over and do that one, and then we'll go up to the very end and work on that. That run's redone. Up here at the very end. We're not even at the very end, and you can see this one's got a bunch of mold in it, and this is new from last year, but the old line's still good. Ones beside it They're still good. Just weird. This one was right there last year. So that's what it would have looked like. I mean, it didn't have anywhere to sit and grow in it. Done. Now we just got to go over and run the new line. Well, got some work to do. The line's over there. I'm gonna run across this ravine to either this set of trees or this tree. But either way, we got to get rid of these so I can tap those. I already kicked some of the model floral out of the way. Over here. See if we can get these down. We got one of them down. Threw it on top of the model floral. I'll smush that down so I can walk through the better. This one being a bit of a pain. I got it wedged over here. Not sure what I'm gonna end up doing. I might just take the chainsaw and see if I can get it to break off there somewhere. But then, I don't know, maybe I'll try cutting it over here, and then maybe when it kicks down, it'll flip out of there, maybe. I don't know, guess we'll find out whenever I get to it. I decided I didn't want to be standing on the edge of this bank trying to cut it and having things fall. So I hooked the chain fall up to it, and we'll see if I can get this popped up out and then get it slid that way. I don't think it has to come far, but we'll see how it goes. Well, that was fun. Well, it took 35-ish minutes. Got it all out. Let's see, I think top of it broke off in here. I think I can boot that out though. Oh yeah, look at that. No tree left in it. Didn't get hurt. Now to run the line. Update, we got the line across the ravine. We got a short run there, put a T on the other side of this tree, and we got it ran up around, connected over there. So now I just got to go through and put the T's on and put the drops on, and we'll have this side done. Done. 6 more taps, ready to go for this coming season. Alrighty guys, if you made it this far, I want to thank you for watching. The next video is probably going to be building and or rebuilding my stove. It's 10 years old and definitely showing its age, so I got to do something with that. Alrighty, again, I want to say thank you. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, help others see it. Any comments, questions, concerns, put them down in the comments. I'll get back to you. And as always, thank you for watching.